Bless you, PJ. Thank you. I appreciate everything he's done. He's got a bunch of people that he's brought over there.
Right.
Thank you. The city. The city of Watertown doesn't want us to be here, or any homeless people. For whatever reason, it might be this is city property, obviously. They shut down their bathrooms on the 1st, which we kind of understand, but we don't have a place to use for the bathroom, so it kind of was convenient if they could have left it open, or maybe helped us out in some way, not having a hole in the middle of the winter. Basically what's happened is PJ Samoa, God bless you, PJ, thank you. I appreciate everything he's done. He's got a bunch of people that he's brought over there.
Right.
Thank you. The city itself wasn't going to try to help us. Apparently, I know that if you go to DSS and they're to house you, I believe it's for one person it's about $2,400 a month that it takes for taxpayer dollars to put somebody there. So I kind of just thought that it wouldn't cost $2,400 to leave a bathroom open, but that was just me saying.
Right.
I say things sometimes it's a little crazy. I don't know.
That's okay. I do too, man.
But the deal maker, yes, PJ. God bless his heart, and I personally know PJ. He's a great man. I've always liked PJ. He owns the deal maker, and he's allowed people to go over there. So they kind of just moved everybody. A lot of donations have been given here, so a lot of people abandoned a lot of their stuff. So the great members of our community who have done nothing but just been giving, and just the empathy they've shown has been immense. I mean, I almost have tears in my eyes every time somebody comes and gives us something.
It blesses your heart. And what's your first name, sir?
My name's William.
Jason. Nice meeting you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Right.
I didn't have to worry, of course. I'll knock on anyone's door and ask them for food and hunger, and always hoping that they'll open the door and let me in, and usually they will. But other than that, I mean, there's a lot of people that work really hard, and I would never want to take away from that. Hard work is good, you know what I mean? It does something for your soul, working hard. And I've always been a hard worker, no matter what anybody thinks. Whether it's just my thoughts that are the work that's being done. We did tarp it off. They did a good job. I wouldn't want to take away. The wind was pretty bad. It was pretty fierce, and it looks like they didn't hang too much onto the top bar. I'm not sure if that's part of the problem, because I believe maybe if they would have, it would have maybe held better. And if they want to come back, they can put them back up. They don't have to. I really appreciate the fact that somebody went out and paid money for all these tarps, and then they came here at nighttime when it was cold and put them all up. So, wait a minute, Nikki or Jessica? Nicole or Jessica? I didn't meet her husband. I didn't get their names, but I met them. Thank you guys very much. Thank you, Heather, JC, Mariah, Jackson, and Noah. I just want to say hi to you guys.
So you feel like that you're blessed, because definitely the individuals, probably not the high-powered individuals, but the simple, down-to-earth people came in and helped you guys and blessed you guys.
It's just simple, you know what I mean? They simply knew that we had a need, and they brought immense amounts of things. Things that some are, didn't get to go over there, and hopefully some of it will, but we're trying to just organize it so that little by little can go where it's supposed to. We had a heater, a propane heater, and somebody came and just took it.
Right.
It was a quite expensive heater, and it was a big propane heater. It was very, very nice. So somebody took it. We could have used it for a little bit of heat. The city turned the power completely off here, which I kind of felt was like a kind of a slap in the face, considering the fact that it was like, hey, we're going to push you to go where we want you to go. PJ Samoa is the one that's offered the building, so I don't think that there's going to be a lot of politics involved in that, as far as that goes, which is good for the people, my people that are there, which is very important, because I just, nobody wants to have somebody tell them what to do. You know what I'm saying? So we can be shown the right ways to do things, and then do them. And
do you believe that people, whatever position someone holds, that can assist you guys to help you in this crisis?
A lot of this has to do with people that have mental health problems, a lot of people that have been suppressed by our government, that have done jail time for things that they may or may not have had to or should have done, just because of the system and the way that it is and the money that it generates from the system. It's like a big monster. It just needs to keep eating.
Right.
But the drug problem was a problem that was very, very well misunderstood, kind of like a pit bull. And until you really understand drugs and what they really are and what they come from, which is a starts to shed some light on, you know, what is really the problem, what are we really doing to our people, and why would we put them in prison and disconnect them from all their family and think that everything's going to be okay, because it's not when you disconnect somebody. It's just not. You take a connection away that they needed to have, and it makes it difficult for not only them but for their families too, and it just shouldn't have ever happened, kind of just like slavery. But we figured out after a while that we shouldn't have been enslaving human beings.
Right. No, I don't
by
believe
any
it.
means, for no matter what color they are. You know, I don't see colors, or I see the rainbow.
You just see a human being in need, right?
Absolutely, and that's what the community has done. I mean, every single person that Ben and Stanton and Sasha, and I mean, I could name names all day long. You know, I mean, Webby. I mean, just people came. Even Scott Gray. Even Froggy 97 came down, said hi real quick, and did some stuff. You know what I mean? So thanks, James Bond. But you know, I appreciate it. This goes in there. People that I hadn't seen in a long time, I seen come. I just, you know, and they come and they come back and they come back and they bring coffee, they bring donuts, and they didn't care whether. I mean, the thought was is sometimes I was always like, there's so much stuff we're going to be able to do with it, but it was kind of like the thought. You know what I mean? And if somebody did come through, we would be able to get them some. But I mean, there was so much coffee, the whole city could have probably had a cup of coffee here if they just stopped by. Like again, I said, you know, there were a lot of mental health issues with a lot of people, and I've been in a lot of different places through DSS, and seen a lot of that, and a lot of it's hidden from the public, like Cold Creek and the budget. It's full of that, and all they have is each other up there because the system really isn't really helping. They don't even. I mean, I've asked DSS counselors, hey, why don't you come up here and see what's actually going on? Come say hi to the people that you're making money off from every day. You know, you guys are doing great, but maybe you would have a better understanding of what's really going on, you know? And I'm not saying that they're not happy. We know how to make ourselves happy with the littlest, smallest of things. So what the city has done is just, I mean, I can't even put it into words, really. It does. It hits me hard. But I'm a cancer, so I mean, I feel a lot.
And what would be your complete message, like if you had to talk to the audience at Watertown's first audit and say, what can we do more to assist in the homeless crisis in Watertown, New York?
I think that there's enough wealth for everybody to have everything that they should have and would want. And we don't really need that much. I mean, sure, I'd like a yacht and be able to take all my friends on it and you know, go out in the ocean and watch the whales and or talk to the whales. I mean, watch the whales and the dolphins and all. Like, but when I see somebody that's greedy or selfish, because I'll give everything of mine away, everything, including the clothes on me, and I'll get you. There you go, boom, it's gone.
Right.
I would do that easily. But people like to have things. I mean, you know, I like little things like trinkets and stuff, like things like this. You know, yeah, I love you. You know, just stuff like that people give me and I keep them, you know. These are the things I hope that I don't lose, you know. But other than that, I mean, everything's material. You're not going to take it with you when you go, it's a fact.
No.
But for people to open up their hearts, for the people that do have more money, I mean, I'm up for adoption, you know. I mean,
right.
But I'm just saying that we all, with all the money that we have, I mean, even Bill Gates had to be talked into actually donating money. Right. He didn't at first. He didn't want to. And then they talked to him, and Bill Gates is a great guy, don't get me wrong. It's just he's a little squirrely up in the head, but geniuses usually are. Right. Albert Einstein, I mean, there's so many different ones. A lot of the artists, the Van Goghs, the Picassos, they really had some stuff going on in their head. And they're the greatest artists ever. And some of the people down here, they have the same problem. But it's weird how I can like see the greatness in these people. Like somebody might think it's a total disaster, but I look at it as a fabulous mess. And the fabulous mess is just fabulous.
We're all broken and we're in need of something, right?
We all need each other. We all need each other. There's no doubt about that. We all need leaders, but everybody is capable of being a leader if you just show them how. You know, you just show them how. And that's kind of what I've always been able to do. I've ran restaurants. I've done a lot of different things in my life, and I always was a good leader. I was always a good coach, motivator, and developer of people. You know, you put them in the places that they're good at, and then from that place you teach them something else, and they can learn by watching. And that's usually the best way. I'm really good when I see somebody do something. I usually can follow right along pretty easily. But if I don't see it,
Could you show me the donations, or if it would be okay, or what the city is?
All of this, everything here was donated. This is all stuff that kind of got ransacked a little bit. What's that? I didn't get who? Cheryl?
Well, here you go, guys. The people chipped in and helped the homeless here in Watertown, New York. So guys, this is Watertown First Audit. I will close this video up. I want to thank the individual that gave me the permission to come here and do filming with this homeless shelter here at the Butler Pavilion. And I thank the community at hand for giving the individuals here intense food, water, and supplies, as you guys can see. And there's so much more work that needs to be done. Could you tell me, if you could, how long that you've been homeless and some of your
I've been
story?
here for, I think maybe a month, somewhere around there, maybe longer, I don't know. I lived at Cold Creek before, and you know, the funny thing is I've been treated better here since I've been here than I was up there. People aren't homeless there, and they have much less.
Right.
Much less, and I really believe that if people wanted to help people, even when they have homes, sometimes they're almost like homeless because, you know, they get DSS help. I mean, these food stamps don't buy diapers, you know, so to even get a roll of toilet papers, well, how are you going to do that if you don't have any money? Your rent's being paid, great, so you have a place to stay, it's warm. But other than that, there's not really a lot of cash assistance. If you need anything, how are you to obtain that?
So it's kind of like a struggle for you.
It's a struggle for anyone.
For many years.
For anyone. Listen, I've always been honest about stuff. I don't fake. Listen, I had my eye. I was in county jail and had my eye, an ulcer in my eye. And it could have been the same feelings about certain things. So tell me how we could have ever have put as many people as we have in jail for drugs or for this and that. I mean, listen, two big things for me, you know? You don't hurt anyone. That's the main thing. We don't hurt anyone. And then pretty much you can do whatever you want, you know, but respect is a big thing, you know? Yeah, I had to change the rules. Like, you respect me, and then I'll respect you, and it goes both ways, you know? But even when people haven't respected me, I've still shown as much as I possibly can for an amount of time. I'm very patient, always have been. So I've waited a long time to see a lot of changes that I know may or may not have already happened, which I'm grateful for.
If there's one thing in your whole life, sir, that you would think of that you're grateful for the most, what would it be?
Love. Love is the greatest, most powerful thing that could ever have been given to us by somebody that loves us more than anyone could possibly fathom. So that feelings that these people have is generated from that love, which is the light of our lives. And basically people are vessels of that love. And that's the things they do it because that's what their hearts tell them to do, and they just do it naturally. So I just believe that, you know, it makes it so easy if you don't have to go against the grain, if you don't have to fight somebody that just sometimes just wants to hate because they just want to just cause chaos and havoc. It's so much easier to just keep things simple and everybody to just simply just love people, you know, love one another. You know, God said in the Bible, love your neighbor like your brother, love your enemy. You know, just love each other. All you need is love is all you need.
Amen.
I believe that though. That's all you need.
And I want to thank you for letting me do this and getting your perspective.
Yeah, Jason,
and
man, no problem, man. Come
thank
down
you
here and
very
stop
much,
down
sir.
anytime.
I will. Thank you very much.